What's up, Crypto Paradise fam? Happy new week. We are back with another project spotlight. We're here with Dot from the project Tordess, which is a new project we're just still doing due diligence on, if I'm being honest. We are interested in taking a position into the seed round, and we thought, why not bring the team, the founder, on to the channel? We can ask him questions, get to know him. It makes sense if this is gonna be a good opportunity for everyone. Not financial advice as always, but here we go. Dot, pleasure to have you on. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey in crypto, and then we can get to know the project a bit better.
Thanks a lot, Ian and Nick. Pleasure to be here. My name is Dad. It's 9 o'clock my time, so I don't have sunglasses, but very pleasure to be on Crypto Paradise. So I'm based in Vietnam, and I started crypto in 2017, trading not very regularly, but up into 2019 when I exited my first startup. I was doing solar installation at that time, and I sold my company in the middle of the bull market of crypto in the previous circle. Then I was spending full time trading, day trading to be exact. And I see that prop trading was very popular in Forex by that time. If you don't know, prop trading is also called prop firm or funded trader program. We allow users to trade crypto without using their own money. It's a concept that has been very popular in Forex. There are a lot of prop firms in Forex that got hundreds of thousands of users and produce more than 100 million US dollars in revenues annually. But no one has been doing it in crypto back then, and even until now, which surprised me. And that's why we start building into this about 2 years ago.
Yeah, so it says Tordess is the next generation crypto social trading platform powered by ArcX. So I guess now would be a good time. Like, what does a social trading platform mean? And what does it mean that you're powered by OKX?
Uh, so basically, our vision is to be a social trading platform. On the first phase, right now, we are a prop firm. As I mentioned earlier, we allow users to trade crypto without using their own money. We sell prop trade challenge, which is a demo account. The users can go to our website to purchase that challenge, where they have to trade against a set of rules to prove that they are profitable traders. And if they pass, once they pass the challenge, they will be given a real funded account for tradings, and they can keep the profits they make. So let's say if the users has $500, in order to generate, let's say $5,000 from that initial funding, they need to produce a 10x return, which can be it is feasible, but it's not very sustainable in crypto. A lot of people will get wrecked along the way. But with prop trading, we allow users who have good trading skill, risk management skill, to take the challenge, earn a funding of up to 100,000 US dollars, funded by us and our partner OKX. And they can withdraw the money from that funded account from the profit they make from it. In the future phase, we want to allow users to copy the trades from the top traders, which make us one of the kind of unique social trading platform.
Yeah, so just a little background. This is our, I think, third call we've had with the Tortoise team. And on the first call, I was learning about prop trading. And the first thing that came to my mind was, well, I think it's wonderful. It's a cool opportunity of providing people, the option of essentially trading on your dime. You guys take a percentage of profits they make, whatever. Sounds risky if you onboard a bunch of bad traders. So the first step in sort of mitigating the risk from a platform standpoint is that test, so to speak. So you're weeding out like 90% of people. But then even once you're on board a platform, you're trading real money, my understanding is there's still a set of rules, parameters that the trader needs to follow and sort of KPIs they need to hit. Otherwise, they can also be removed from the platform. So I was hoping you could touch on that a little bit, because it sounds like a really cool concept, almost too good to be true in a sense. But tell us about some of the safeguards and stuff around the prop trading so that your platform actually survives for the long term.
Yes. Thanks a lot, Ian, for pointing out those the rules of the prop trade platform. Basically, if you look at the Forex prop firm, those are the rules. Those are very normal standards in the prop trade business. We want to make sure that those who pass the challenge are the top 5% of the traders in the total number of users who take the challenge. From our current standards, we ask the users to have less than 5% daily drawdown, which means that they should not lose more than 5% daily and should not lose more than 10% on a total account basis. And during the challenge period, every 30 days, every 1 month, they need to produce 10% profit. That is the requirement for the users to pass the challenge. It may sound simple, but a lot of users cannot manage risk properly, especially during bull run. Like they say, crypto is increasing 5%, 10% daily, and they go all in. And that's why most people, a lot of traders fail to manage risk. We want to filter out those people who have bad risk management and qualify those who can produce profit, but also stay profitable as well as manage risk properly.
So, it's said you're saying once somebody gets past the test period, then you fund them and they can keep the profits. But how does Tordess make money? I'm assuming you keep a percentage of that profits as well. And that's probably where OKX comes in. We see a lot of big KOLs, a lot of big events sponsored by OKX. So having them as a partner is huge, but I'm sure they want to make something off this as well. Like, are they partnering with you because they like that volume coming to their exchange, or how does all that fee basis work?
Yes, touching on the partnership we have with OKX, we are actually the ND broker partners, which means if you go to our Tordess platform, you can see that all the pricing data and liquidity of all the demo as well as the funded accounts are from OKX. You are right that we partner with them because they want to have more volume from us, and yeah, that's the basis of the partnership. And you are right that we keep about 10 to 15% of the profit that the funded trader makes, and that's how we earn money.
Yeah, what I like about Tordess is this is not just some business model they made up yesterday. This is
exactly
like tried and true. They met. It's $100 million, and that's just one company within the prop trading sector within Forex, right? So this is a massive business model, a proven business model that you guys have. It seems like more or less taken. I'm sure you've innovated, tweaked it, whatever. But isn't you just make up this yesterday? There's a history behind this kind of company. It just hasn't been done in crypto before, as I understand it. So. Yeah, that to me, like, sort of, de-risks it to a large degree. The other thing that de-risks it, we always think about, long, how is this if we're going to invest early, right? Is it going to be a long-term play for us? And what's the long-term perspectives? Well, what's one way to gauge that early on? Well, are there any users already using it or signed up? So tell me a little bit about the early traction you guys have had thus far.
Yes, before I mention about attraction, thanks for pointing out that prop trading is not the business model that we invent. It has been a proven business model in Forex and stock. There are prop firms in the Forex and stock world that have more than 100,000 of users, as I mentioned earlier, and produce more than $100 million in annual recurring revenue. And it's not the whole market, is just a few top firms that already produce that huge revenue. So this is a proven business model that we just bring into crypto when no one has been doing this, and we have clear product market fit with almost zero competition. In terms of traction, we spend zero money on marketing, but we have already more than 2,000 users, mostly from Southeast Asia, but also from the other parts of the world. And we have fund close to 20 or 30, I think more than 20 traders already, produce about 1 million funded trading volume every month with OKX right now, and increasing because of the bull market coming. I think this year the funded trading volume has increasing about 50% as compared to last year, and we have processed over $20,000 in profit withdrawals for our users.
So it sounds incredible. It sounds like you guys already have some user acquisition going on, and you guys are kind of spreading the word, and then you have OKX in your back pocket. So if you guys are doing really well and you get any kind of marketing or publication from OKX, that would be huge as well. So I guess what comes down to it is your profitable business. People are going to ask, is there a token affiliated with this, or is this more just people, willing to get an opportunity trading in cryptocurrency to make some profits?
There will be a token, as I mentioned earlier. We are happy to be in touch with you guys and talk about this because we are launching a token. As I was mentioning to Iron last time when we had a call, this business model actually had a gross profit margin of 50% in the Forex space, and the competition there is very fierce. If you go search for the term prop firm on Google, you will see that people are fighting for the top spot on that search engine. Like they are paying for $100 to $200 for user acquisition per each acquisition, because it's a very lucrative business in the forex world. For us, when we bring it into crypto, we shouldn't do the same marketing stuff, because in crypto normally paid ads doesn't work. People will love the sense of community, the sense of ownership. That's why we want to introduce token where users we earn money as we grow. The token as we have function where we will have function where people can stack the tokens and earn part of the revenue that the platform generates. That is probably the better way for us to acquire users than pay Google or Facebook or Instagram $100, $200 for acquisition. And that's the way we want to go forward.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think that straps on easy utility for the token. If the business does well, the token holder gets rewarded for that. There's also staking to lock up some of that supply. And then, of course, if you guys are doing well and then you have that OKX tie, that's just going to bring more user acquisition, which then benefits token holders even more. Also, with the OKX partnership, you can nod your head, you can do whatever you want, but it probably makes it a lot easier for that token to get listed on one of the biggest exchanges in this ecosystem, which is OKX.
Yeah, we hope to do so. Right now, as I mentioned, our funded sharing volume with them is about 1 million on a monthly basis, and we are trying to grow as our commitment to them. Hopefully, with your guys' support, with the users who are watching this video, please come to support us to increase our funded sharing volume. We hope to tenfold it or even more in the coming months, because I believe that the market is getting better days by days.
Yeah, we'll post all the links to your socials and website and so on at the bottom of this video. I think this is a good opportunity to segue into, because you mentioned centralized exchanges, Nick, it's a good opportunity to segue into the launch plan. The token's not out yet, but it's coming relatively soon. So tell us about the launch plan. What maybe launch pad or pads are you going on? Centralized exchanges are you targeting, and the general timeline for the launch?
Yeah, so basically we are seeing our seed round. It has been 20% subscribed and going. We have a few soft commitment that is going to reach to 50% subscribed very soon for the seed round, and we hope to close this seed round within the next 1 month, by the end of May or early June. After that, there will be a second round, which is the public round. We will launch it on a fair launch platform called Fort Foundry. One of our advisor and early investor is a curator there. He is Jay. He is one of the curator on Fort Foundry. He was also a forex prop trader. So he understands our business exactly, like how we work and how it has been working so well in the forex space, and how should we bring benefits to the users in the crypto space. And that's why we work with him. And we will launch the fair launch on Fort Foundry after that. After the launch on Fort Foundry, which we intend to do by end of this month, early June, then we will have listing on several tier 2, tier 3 exchange like Maxi, Gate, of which we have already obtained the quotations for listings. That is our plan. After that, in the roadmap, if you look at our white paper, you can see that we are going to have our V2 platform, V2 version of Tordess platform being launched very soon, sometime by Q3 this year, which we will introduce a leverage and future tradings on our platform. And by that time, we hope to increase more trading volume with OKX, which is our existing partner, and have listing on their platform as well.
Nice. I think that's a very solid plan. I wanted to just point out a couple or highlight a couple of points you made. People watching this channel may not be as deep into crypto. We're here to educate, right? So you mentioned Fjord Foundry. That is a launch pad, right, which helps launch new projects, but they're innovators in this space. They came up with something called the liquidity bootstrapping pool a year or two ago, which is kind of an innovative DeFi kind of way to launch tokens. But the bottom line is they're very popular and successful for launching new tokens. They're able to raise a lot of money for projects, generate a lot of hype, especially if you have a really good curator, which is sort of a person almost sponsoring or company almost sponsoring the launch on Fjord Foundry. So whenever you hear about a Fjord Foundry launch, you want to understand do you have a curator and who is the curator? And you guys already have that sort of locked in, and then the side benefit of that person having some experience within prop trading and forex, I think is an added benefit. But I wanted to just highlight that because people may not know Fjord Foundry, whatever. It's actually a pretty big deal. a lot of big projects launched through there, and I think it's a good fit for you guys as well, just with the sector that you're in. So,
And I want to add, thanks, Ian. I want to add more points on that. Uh, as you mentioned, fraud is a liquidity bootstrapping pool, which is a very special way to launch token. The price of the token on that public round wouldn't be fixed. It will start very high and gradually go down. If there's demand on purchase, then the price will increase. So normally for token for projects to launch on those kind of LPP, if the marketing is done right, normally they will be able to raise more. And that's why we choose LPP, because we believe that all our backers, Jay, Shiro, or those KOL that already are on board, and you guys who we hopefully be on board or to support us as well, are really good at supporting projects, and we will be able to make a lot of hype around it. And once it happens, then launching on LPP, we prove a lot of benefits.
Yeah, so what he's saying there, guys, is, traditionally you have kind of a public round at a set price. With this one, the price starts higher, and if there's demand, the market is deciding at what price they're buying those public round tokens, and those are available and trading and creating volume and hype and liquidity there. So this does allow the chance, if the project is going to do very well, has good marketing, has good KOLs, to raise more funds and create a floor price, a launch price higher than that of what otherwise would have been constructed.
Yes, exactly. So for launching on LPP, the sky is the limit. Unlike the regular launch where the price is always fixed.
Yeah, it's a very innovative way to launch a token, but it's tried and true as well, right? So I do suggest people research the liquidity bootstrapping pool, LPP, understand that mechanic before deciding to get involved with Tordess or anything else launching on Fjord Foundry. So, all right, with that, I think we've covered a lot around the project. Of course, there's much more to learn, but there's always interest, at least on my end, I think among the viewers, about your personal journey within crypto, right? We want to hear from you a time that you did incredibly well in crypto and a time that you got absolutely wrecked. So please.
Okay, so as I mentioned earlier in this video, I was speaking quite quick at the time, so probably you guys can miss it. But I was in crypto very early, not so early if compared to those OG, but I started trading crypto since 2017, the the two bull runs prior to this, and I was doing very well in 2021. Early 2020 and 2021 I was exiting my previous startup, sell my previous startup to a French investor in Vietnam, a solar company here, and I was having a bunch of money where I can invest in crypto, and the market was doing very good. Actually, I met Nathan today and I was telling him this story. I even learned how to code on PyScript, which is a trading language, or on TradingView, code my own algorithm tradings, bots. And it was doing very well for me in the early 2021, but then I got wrecked during the previous bear market, which was terrible. But it leads to the story. It leads to the story that I found a lot of people got wrecked as well, together with FTX and Luna. People was very terrible. The retail traders are terrible in managing risks, and that's why when I found the concept of prop trading in forex, I thought, wow, this is so amazing. It teach people actually prop trading teach people to manage risk properly, and that's why I started building Tordess, introduce it to crypto, where people can get a chance to get funding. And even if they don't, let's say if 90% of the people who take the challenge don't pass the challenge to get funding, they will at least learn how to trade properly, manage the risk so that they should not lose more than 5% daily or 10% on a total account basis. And with that, we hope to bring values to the crypto market in general.
Yeah, it sounds like your get wrecked story is what actually kind of blossomed Tordess. So that's good that you took it on the chin and you tried to figure out a way that you can protect others in the future while making a business around it, and you came up with the Tordess concept. So that's awesome. Yeah,
I really respect that, and everyone has those stories, right? You do well in the bull and then held on too long, get wrecked. But I think it's all about what did you learn from that, right? Like what lessons can you take away from that? Not everyone's gonna be able to launch their own product and project around something like that. But if you just learn, right? Okay, maybe I should take some profits during the uptrend of the bull run, or maybe I should exit. I think I have an exit strategy, whatever. Very very important. So not financial advice, just opinions and just our own stories But yeah, a wonderful anecdote there. All right, so want to ask one final question before we jump off. Crypto Paradise, we're all about financial freedom. Finding, going from that 9 to 5 lifestyle to someone with a little bit more, little more excitement to it. So, tell us what does financial freedom mean to you? What's it like working in the crypto industry? What's your crypto paradise?
Financial freedom for me is the ability to control life. Let's say a lot of people control life planning. A lot of people spend time on working 9 to 5. Even in some countries, people don't start at 5. People have stay until 7, 8 p.m. and doesn't really have a social life. And with that, even they earn 100, 200,000 per year. It doesn't really sound like financial freedom to me. So financial freedom for me is like something where people have ability to control their life, the planning for the next few years with their family, what they do in their free time. And for me, crypto paradise for me means that I hope that in the next few years, crypto will become will be recognized as a financial asset, just like forex, just like commodities, where the volume will be purchased by not just retail traders like us, but also institutionals. It has been happening for BTC, but I hope that the major coins like Ethereum, those layer 1, layer 2 will get recognized on the same way as well.
Yeah, I think it will. We're early. I still think we're early in the adoption, sort of our curve, so to speak. And there's always that phase where the powers that be sort of fight back. But you're now seeing much more adoption, much more acceptance, like you're saying on BTC. I'm a big believer that you can't stop progress. You can try to slow it down, and there's people that will try to slow it down, but you can't stop progress. So I would not be surprised in a few years or less we see like Ethereum ETF, other major ETFs, other major coins, I should say. So you can't stop progress. We'll all get there. All right. Any final thoughts before we jump off?
Yeah, I guess, make sure to go to Tordess.com, and it kind of fits perfectly with the mantra of Crypto Paradise. Because if you want to try to be a trader, or you think you can get out of your 9 to 5 by trading cryptocurrency, well, you guys can get on Tordess.com, join the free competitions, absolutely free. Learn a little bit, put your skills to the test, and once you get in that top 5% or you meet the criteria, then you have an opportunity to get an account funded, which can produce you profits, revenue, and income to maybe get out of that rat race that we call life.
Nice. That's a really good point. Thank you, Nick. We'll have all the links at the bottom. Thank you, Dot, so much for your time today. We'll hope to have you guys on again, and I will see you on the beach. Peace.
Thanks, guys.